Breaking: Mad Dog Mattis addressed the possibility of war with North Korea. Here's what he said. After North Korean Foreign Minister Ri Yong-ho declared that North Korea would shoot down any and all U.S. bombers on sight, millions of Americans have nervously awaited a response from our Secretary of Defense, James Mad Dog Mattis. The no-bones general is known for his direct and surgically precise style of both speaking and waging warfare, hence his nickname Mad Dog. So when he just issued this statement about our willingness to go to war with North Korea, he certainly lived up to his reputation. Mattis emphasized that while America would certainly rather deal with Kim Jong-un diplomatically, either through UN sanctions or other methods, we are by no means putting military action off the table. He stated that the goal is to keep the North Korean crisis in the diplomatic realm as long as possible, urging that America and its allies should try to find a way to solve this diplomatically. Daily Caller reports. The U.S. does not want war with North Korea, contrary to what the rogue regime now claims. Trump declared war on our country, North Korean Foreign Minister Ri Yong-ho said Monday, referring to the president's speech at the United Nations, where he warned that the U.S. would totally destroy North Korea if it attacked the U.S. or its allies. The White House called North Korea's assessment absurd, explaining that the Trump administration has not declared war on the rogue regime. Secretary of Defense James Mattis said Tuesday that the goal is to keep the North Korean crisis as long as possible in the diplomatic realm. He stressed that America and its allies and partners need to find a way to solve this diplomatically. Joseph Dunford, chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, explained our strategy in depth during his press conference earlier today. When Secretary of State Rex Tillerson came in last year, people told him that there were two things he couldn't do anything about, Dunford said. One was that nuclear weapons were inextricably linked to the survival of their regime in North Korea. They wouldn't trade away nuclear weapons. The second is that China wouldn't cooperate. Secretary Tillerson is testing those two assumptions because the alternatives are dire. He added that America has been pressuring North Korea to denuclearize, and that we've been working very closely with the Chinese. He also noted that Secretary Tillerson has been relentless in dealing with the Chinese over the past few months, to get them to cooperate. On the positive side, there have been 4 UN resolutions passed this year, and I think the Chinese cooperation, to include the Russian cooperation, in passing those sanctions is unprecedented, Dunford said. We are at the phase now where implementation of sanctions is going to determine whether or not we have a peaceful solution. China has taken some steps to put pressure on North Korea, but has been hesitant to take a firm stance against the rogue nation. Many believe that the UN should enforce sanctions on China if they continue to side with North Korea by passively permitting their global destabilization activities. While American officials have desperately tried to diplomatically resolve this issue, Mattis made it exceedingly clear that there is a military option if the campaign fails, although he did not go into detail. What do you think?